Hi, my name is Jacob Perkins. I'm the product owner of the Zero Code team here at cPanel, and I'm here today to talk to you about EasyApache 4. EasyApache 4, if you're not familiar with it, is a system that cPanel uses to make web stack generation easy for system administrators and cPanel users. EasyApache 4 represented a total overhaul on how cPanel distributes web stack binaries. This was a 9-month project that encompassed 2 dedicated teams here at cPanel. EasyApache 4 gives us a stable binary platform that allows for very fast customizations of the system's web stack. This new platform will also allow us to easily enhance the web stack and support for other web servers, caching systems, and languages. EasyApache 4 is based off of binary packages. Rather than compiling on system, we now build binary packages on our internal build systems and then distribute those packages via Yum for both CentOS 6 and 7, both 32 and 64-bit. We're also using software collection libraries and Linux standard-based compliant directory locations to make sure that we're as industry compliant as we can be. That was one of our #1 goals for this project, was to ensure that we're no longer placing configuration files in numerous places throughout the file system. Having SCL packages pretty much allows MultiPHP almost naturally, and that functionality is very easily extended throughout the system to your end users as well. With EasyApache 4, there's no longer any more on-system source compilations. We build our packages on our own build servers and we distribute those out to customers. EasyApache 4 is also very easily customizable. Adding your own patches is as easy as git, pull, committing, and then running make OBS. During the course of the 1152 development cycle, one of our development teams here at cPanel spent around 8 weeks building out the RPMs for the new EasyApache 4 web stack. During this time, we produced right around 250 different RPMs. cPanel RPMs are prefixed with the EA- namespace in the packages. This helps ensure that any packages that are prefixed with that EA-, that helps you ensure that they come directly from cPanel. We're releasing EasyApache 4 with 1152 with Apache 2.4 and PHP 5.4, 5.5, and 5.6. There will be more PHP versions coming soon. However, at this point in time, non-end-of-life PHP versions were a priority for us, so we got 5.4, 5.5, and 5.6 out first. With EasyApache 4, we're also providing most industry standard and most EasyApache popular stack options, including Mod Security 2, Mod URID 2, and Mod ITK. We're also including SUPHP, CGI, FastCGI, PHP FPM, and DSO, otherwise known as Mod PHP. We're also including most of the popular encoders and loaders for PHP, including ZenGuard, SourceGuard, and IonCube. And we're also including most extensions and modules that were found in EasyApache 3. There were some we did not provide because they were not compatible with Apache 2.4. Please note, I did mention PHP FPM earlier. However, at this time at 1152, that only includes the RPMs. There is no UI support at this moment inside cPanel. So now let's talk about how EasyApache works. Everything within EasyApache 4 is built with RPMs. This includes templates, binaries, configuration files, etc. All RPMs provided by cPanel are signed by a cPanel public RPM key, and that lets you verify its contents and origins as coming from cPanel. All of our RPMs are also free and open source, so we recommend that you download and tweak these to your likings as well. cPanel personally uses Open Build Service internally, and we also have an external OBS instance that customers can use to build their own RPMs. Tweaking RPMs is as easy as git pull, committing, making OBS, and then deploying them into your infrastructure. cPanel also provides the source, the specs, and all files associated with our RPMs, allowing you to easily tweak and adjust web stack packages for your systems and easily build RPMs to your liking. The key to EasyApache 4 is Yum and a Yum plugin that we wrote called Universal Hooks. Universal Hooks, in its most basic form, simply execute scripts that perform cPanel actions when RPMs are changed. For example, when you install a PHP RPM, the Universal Hooks plugin will then register with cPanel and say, this is my new PHP version, and your users can now select it. While also using Yum, hosting your own local repositories is very, very easy. Matt Dees will be talking about this at 4 p.m. in Lawrence Room B, so please join in there for more information. While also using this allows you to host an internal local repository very, very easily. If you missed Matt Dees' conference talk about customizing EasyApache 4, check it out online with the rest of these videos. All production EasyApache 4 packages are located on our cPanel mirrors, which you might. Because packages are located on cPanel mirrors, this allows you to quickly update, install, remove, and change package selections very, very easily. And the main difference between EasyApache 3 versus EasyApache 4 is that when you install an extension, a module, etc., you no longer have to rebuild the entire web stack. So as we talked about, Apache is moving to a new location. Upon upgrading to EasyApache 4, user local Apache is now moved to user local Apache.ea3. User local Apache is then symlinked to new directories for backwards compatibility. Apache logs are now located in var log Apache 2. When Apache modules are installed, configuration files themselves are moved into etc apache 2 conf.modules.d directory. Modules themselves are installed into user lib Apache 2 modules. This ensures that we're keeping with our LSB compliant directory locations. PHP is also moving. Upon upgrading to EasyApache 4, existing PHP binaries are then backed up and replaced with a binary that we created. Again, I'll talk about that next. New PHP binaries are now housed in SCL locations in opt cPanel package name. When PHP extension packages are installed, those configuration files are actually installed into the SCL locations etc php.d. Extensions themselves are installed into the same SCL locations, but actually in user lib PHP modules. This new PHP binary is a C-style wrapper that detects the PHP version of the requesting entity and interprets the code by the binary picked. This works with existing crons and usually defaults to the system default version from the executed path that was requested. For example, if you have a cron that is called userbin php and it's executing /home bob public html test.php, the C wrapper will then try and figure out which PHP version needs to be executed. If it's unable to find or it's unable to figure out that PHP version, it will then default back to the system default version. This C wrapper is also similar to user local bin PHP to help ensure backwards compatibility. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, PHP configurations are changing as well. Every PHP RPM that is installed controls its own PHP configuration. This PHP configuration is located inside our SCL locations in opt cPanel, and you'll find it in etc php.ini. One note about these PHP configurations: if you change these configurations, if you adjust them in any way, anytime the RPM is changed, upgraded, installed, those changes are going to be blown away. To help with this, all PHP customizations should now be made through local.ini files, which are located in the php.d directory. These local customizations made through the local.ini file persist through upgrades, uninstalls, removals, reinstalls, etc. This ensures that your customizations and configurations stay and persist through RPM changes. So we've talked about EasyApache 4, what it does, how it works. How do we use it? Let's talk about that now. For 1152, there's one primary way to get to EasyApache 4, and that's to migrate from EasyApache 3. After migrating to EasyApache 3, there are 4 primary interfaces or control mechanisms that you're going to be using. Those are WHM EasyApache 4 interface. Inside the EasyApache 4 interfaces will be the EasyApache 4 profiles. After that, you can interface both through the command line via yum and also through rebuilding the PHP configuration with user local cPanel bin rebuild_php conf. As you can see from the previous video, migrating EasyApache 4 only takes minutes and it leaves you with a nice fresh web stack immediately. Inside the new EasyApache 4 interface, you'll notice our new Profiles interface. This new profile interface allows you to quickly select and provision cPanel profiles that we have built on our own. Profiles can also be easily customized to your own liking and renamed as you deem. If you'll notice at the top right-hand corner of this slide, there is an example of what an EasyApache 4 profile actually looks like. You'll notice it is very, very simple, very easy, and it's JSON. One note, in 1152, editing profiles is currently restricted to the command line, so you will need to make all of your customizations and configurations and changes there. As you can see from the video that's playing now, Mod Security 2 installs very, very quickly. With EasyApache 3, it took right around 30 minutes and you had to rebuild the entire web stack. Not anymore. EasyApache 4 packages are also built with ABI compatibility in mind, so when a dependency changes, the entire dependency chain is rebuilt. This ensures that all of our binaries link properly and that you will have no problems on your systems. So now let's talk about PHP handlers. In EasyApache 3, PHP handlers were both set inside the UI and both via the command line script rebuild_phpconf. Whenever you ran rebuild phpconf, if you remember, you had to pass all of the arguments no matter what you were changing. Inside EasyApache 4, you still have to do the same thing. Depending on if you're on EasyApache 3 or EasyApache 4, rebuild phpconf will do the right thing and set the PHP configurations as you request. Currently in 1152, you will need to make sure that you're using the command line script rebuild phpconf to control your PHP handlers. In 1154, there will be a UI inside WHM to make this a lot easier. A new interface inside WHM that you will notice after upgrading to EasyApache 4 is our new MultiPHP manager. This new MultiPHP manager makes it very easy for your users and also system administrators to change PHP versions for different vhosts installed onto the system. Because we're using SCL packages, your systems can have any number of different PHP versions installed, and those PHP versions can be easily picked by your end users. MultiPHP Manager is fully API driven. This allows it to be easily integrated into your own company's systems, interfaces, etc. Let's talk now about how EasyApache 4 sets PHP versions. The system default PHP version is controlled by a key value pair inside of cPanel.config. PHP versions for individual vhosts and users are held inside of user data, which is located in var cPanel user data. Also at the bottom of this slide, I've included a snippet of how htaccess add handlers look. Please note there is a begin and end block within this block of code inside your htaccess file. Upon changing PHP versions, this entire code block is blown away, so any changes inside of that code block will be removed. One note, while the current UI does not support directories, those entries can be very easily added manually via FTP, command line, SSH, etc. You might already be used to inheritance with EasyApache 3, however with EasyApache 4, it plays quite a larger role. In essence, PHP versions are inherited from the directory above them. For example, if your primary domain has an htaccess file that sets it to use a specific PHP version, all of your add-on domains, all of your subdomains will inherit that PHP version. They will not inherit that PHP version unless they have a htaccess file specifying a specific PHP version installed. For more information on inheritance, please check out our documentation. Another UI you will notice inside both cPanel and WHM is our new MultiPHP INI editor. This editor replaces the WHM PHP configuration editor that was there, and this also replaces the cPanel PHP configuration viewer. This is a revamped INI editor that allows you to easily and quickly adjust your PHP configurations. We've revamped the basic editor, and we've also included a really cool editor mode, which is in essence a raw editor. The MultiPHP INI interface is also fully API driven, which allows you and your system administrators to easily integrate this into your own company's systems. The INI editor loads PHP INI files located in two places, the home directory and any document roots assigned to that user. Please note this UI only edits PHP configuration files. It does not ensure that PHP actually uses it. That is still left up to the system administrator and the end user. This hasn't changed between EasyApache 3 and EasyApache 4. The new editor mode is very similar to a raw editor. In essence, it provides a better experience for both novice users and advanced users as well. One major difference between the WHM version of the INI editor and the cPanel version of the INI editor is that the cPanel version does not use local INI files. As we're finishing up here, there's a couple of things I'd like you to keep in mind. One, EasyApache 4 is not available for CentOS 5. The projected end-of-life date for EasyApache 3 is April 2017. The EasyApache 3 service level agreement will stay the same in EasyApache 4 in regards to CVEs, security updates, etc. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out to me at jacob.perkins@cpanel.net. I'm also on Twitter at cPanelJacob, and you can also find me on LinkedIn at username HoustonDad.